for tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Singletary again. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
They have one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open is Robinson. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. If you look at this Steeler defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Texans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 10. Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd in a couple. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On the bootleg, Stroud. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Forced out to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and a couple. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pickett back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession. And this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Pickett escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Pickett will look to throw it here. Flush to his right. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll take this down to the 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Got his man. It's Warren. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Warren. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries in just 2 yards. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to... A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, hut.
They go right back to Singletary. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Three. 7 Pirates. Check Mike 39.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes second down at 5.
36. 19 right.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Going for it with Pierce. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's first and 10. Here's Pickett. He's got Pickens complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Pickett to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The